Hi, all. Welcome to Tech with Ashutosh. Today we are talking about iPhone batteries. Whether you just got your hands to a brand new iPhone or you just want to make your old one feel new again, we got your back. We will cover simple changes you can make in your settings and some cool tricks to keep your iPhone changed up when you need it the most. Come and join with me as we discover how we can get the most of your iPhone battery. Let's make sure that we stay connected, get stuff done, and have all the long battery life. So, ready to power up? Let's dive into. So, few settings. I will start with optimizing your screen brightness. So, for that, we need to click on settings. After going to settings, you need to go to this display and brightness section, and here you can see bunch of options. We will be spending 10 or 15 seconds to make the changes. So first one is appearance. Here you can make it as a dark mode. Dark mode will definitely improve your battery life as it will reduce the white points. Now going back to the next option, that is raise to wake. So if you toggle this on, whenever you raise your phone, it will the sensors will try to work in, and it will try to lit up the screen, which will eventually eat up the battery life. So I prefer it to off. Then there is an auto lock feature that I have kept as never, but you can keep it 30 seconds. As I was recording video, I have kept it as never, but if you will keep it at 30 seconds, it will be a better, and it will also save your life and also protect your iPhone. Now next feature is always on display. As you all already know that always on display was a feature that was released in iPhone version 14 Pro, from 14 Pro to 15, and turning off it can improve the battery life by reducing the amount of power that screen consumes. Whenever always on display is enabled, the screen remains partially lit to display time, notifications, or other informations even when the device is locked. The content display consumes battery continuously throughout the day and even when the device is not actively in use. So I prefer to keep it off. You can keep it on your choices and your preferences, but keeping it off will definitely improve your battery life. Moving to the next one is we are going to activate the low power mode. For activating the low power mode, we will go to settings, and then we will go to battery. Now here you see this low power mode. Low power mode, what it does, it reduces the background activity like downloads, mail, tech, until your phone is fully charged. So whenever your phone is below, let's suppose 20%, it is definitely going to die soon until if you are not putting the power back in. So I prefer to turn it on. This will definitely help you out. Now going to this battery change health services. As you can see, the maximum capacity here, it is 100%, but if it is not true, you can check the analytics logs here, and you can find out the 100% whatever it is written, it is not true. It will be close to 100%, but it is not true. Then there is a peak performance capability charging optimization. You can keep it to 80% if you are crazily dying to save your battery life, but I prefer to make this setting as on optimized level. So what it will do, it will charge up the phone up to 80% and will wait for certain amount of time, and then it will charge for the next 20% to kick up things. Next setting is to optimize the location services. So for that, you need to go to privacy and security, go to location services, and here you have it. There are multiple applications that are using your location. Make sure none of the app is having always on as a selection, because if you have kept the selection as always, this app will continuously try to access the location of your phone, and it will eventually decrease your battery life. Plus there is another option, that is precise location. So some of the food delivery apps, or maybe Uber or Ola, those apps might need precise locations. If you find out that certain apps that doesn't need such activities, you can remove the precise location option, like Book My Show you can turn off, or you can go to Chrome, because I don't want it to use my precise location. And You can make the setting changes according to your preferences. Next is how to control your notifications. Notifications can be very convenient but also power hungry. So review your notification setting before doing before and so review your notification setting. In setting, we need to go to notifications, and here we got three types of notification: count, stack, and list. There is an option of schedule summary, so you can enable this option because it will it will reduce the number of notifications and also summarize up the things. So you can click on continue, and at certain times, if you choose, these are the number of notifications that I'm generally getting from Gmail: 6366, Magic Pain 449, and similarly. So I would prefer to make this into a summary mode. So all the mails that are going to come will be scheduled on on 8 a.m. in the morning, and the second summary is 18 a.m. So all the mail notifications that I'm going to get is on this time. So you can turn this on. Further, also you can disable few of the notifications that is not useful for you. So for that, you can turn those notifications off, like InShots. I don't want the notifications for InShot, and so on. Next feature that I am going to tell you is utilizing your Wi-Fi whenever possible. Switching to Wi-Fi can, instead of cellular network whenever available, can conserve your battery life. Wi-Fi typically consumes lower power than cellular data, especially in areas with a weak signal network, where the area signal is weak. So using Wi-Fi instead of cellular data can save battery life, because Wi-Fi typically consumes less power compared to cellular data. When your iPhone is connected to Wi-Fi network, it does not need to constantly search for the cellular signals or switch between different towers, which can drain the battery. Additionally, Wi-Fi connections can often be more stable and reliable than cellular data. So iPhone may use less power maintaining a Wi-Fi connection compared to a cellular connection. So let's make some cellular setting changes. Go to mobile services, go to mobile data, go to your SIM card, and here you see network selection. Under mobile plans, there are a few mobile plans. I have selected 5G auto. It's better to keep it LT. If you are having a 5G connection that is weak in your area, I would prefer to be going with LTE, because it is one of the stable services right now. And further, if most of the time if your network is 5G, it is definitely going to drain a lot of battery, because as you can see in the panel already it is written 5G auto uses 5G only when needed for the performance while optimizing the battery, whereas 5G on uses 5G will never, whenever it is available, even when it may reduce the battery performance. So as you can see, even Apple is recommending that it is going to reduce the battery life. So let's better keep it on LTE. If you are very dedicated on, if you are crazily want to use 5G, then you can select 5G auto. Next setting that I will be telling you is to turn off Bluetooth and AirDrop. So turning off both the settings both are useful, but they can drain your battery if left enabled when not in use. Remember to disable whenever you are not actively using. So for that, you can go to settings, you can search for AirDrop, and you can make it receiving off, or that will be better if in case you are not using. Next thing is keeping your software updated. Regularly updating your software and app ensures that you have access to latest performance and improvements and the battery optimization. Now, next step that I will be telling is tip number 9 is monitoring your battery health. So let's go to battery, go into setting, battery health and charging, as we have already discussed the maximum capacities and all. Now, then one of the features that I was about to skip was adjusting auto brightness. So let me switch to that. So as you see, I have enabled this auto brightness. This will improve the performance overall, as if you are keeping your this disabled and keeping your iPhone at the maximum brightness, it is going to consume a lot of battery to keep the intensity of light at maximum ratio, thus reducing your battery life. So I have kept it on. Plus I have enabled this reducing white point. If you reduce the intensity of the bright colors, it is definitely gonna improve some of the white points. It will reduce the white points and thus improving your intensity of the bright colors. I generally keep it off to keep things better. And here you have it, folks. By following these tips and tricks, you can maximize the battery life of your iPhone and ensure that it's lasts throughout the day without constantly needing a recharge. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Tech with Ashutosh for more tech tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching. Feel free to